What's up guys, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a secret room in Fortnite Creative. And inside the room we've got some damage buffs, flying and invincibility, and some cool weapons that only you can access. Now let's just get straight into the tutorial. Right, so first you're going to want to wait for the players to actually get to the room. So for me, I've come up with two ways to do it. You can either do a button, or you can use a mutator zone where you have to emote in it to get teleported. So for the button, just place down a button device, and in the settings I just renamed it to button secret room, so I know what this device does. And for the settings I put the interaction time to 1 second, the trigger sound to disabled, the interaction text to secret room, and invisible during games to no. And if you want to do the mutator zone, place down the mutator zone device, and I've renamed it again to secret room. And then for the settings, put the width, depth and height to whatever you want. I've done 0.5, and then enable the effects are disabled, and I've allowed weapon fire on and allowed building to on, so it doesn't look different to any other part of the map. So we're going to come back to how the players actually get teleported from those. We're now actually going to build the secret room. So go to your galleries and then go down to game, and you want to get the indestructible gallery and get any wall and floor from here, and then build however big you want your room to be. I've done 3x3, but it's really up to you. So then place down the teleporter, and this is how we're going to get the players to be teleported from that button and the mutator zone. So yeah, place down a teleporter and rename it to secret room. And for the settings, put teleporter group to none, teleporter target group to none, teleporter rift visible to no, play visual effects no, play sound effects no, conserve momentum no, and face play and teleporter direction to yes. And then you're just going to want them to teleport to where I'm seeing from the button secret room on interact, and or the mutator zone on player starts emoting. You don't have to do both of these, I've just done it as an example. You could just do one. So now for the actual abilities. First I'm going to do the damage. So this means you do more damage, and it's 4 times damage. So place down a damage amplifier power up, you can get this in your devices tab. And for the settings, put damage multiplier to 4x, infinite effect duration to yes, respawn yes, time to respawn instant, ambient audio off, persist on elimination to on, so they get it even if they die, and effects to none. Now we're going to do the class, and this is going to give them flying and infinite health and all that stuff like that. First place down a class selector, and I've renamed it to God mode. And for the settings, put class to switch to a class you haven't used yet in your map. There is 254 classes currently, so use whatever class you want. I've just used class 1. Size of volume, I'll put it to 2. Visible during games to off. Accent colour, I'll put it to gold. And zone audio to off. Then place down a class designer, it doesn't matter where you place it, I've just placed it above. And for the settings, put the class identifier to the same as you put on the class selector, so they link up together. So for me it's class 1. Now this is the settings you want the players to have when they walk into the class selector. So for me, I've done invincibility to on, so they literally can't die. Max health 10,000, starting shield percentage 100, max shields 10,000. I've made them go faster with a movement multiplier 2.1. Instant reload and infinite ammo, infinite consumables, infinite building materials. They keep their items when they get eliminated. Player fly to on. And visible in UI, you want this to off in case you have UI. So you only want players to get this class when they are in this secret room. This is optional, you can place down a VFX power up if you want the player to glow gold when they walk into the class selector. So for me, I put infinite effect duration to yes, time to respawn to instant, ambient audio to off, color type to direct color, and custom color is gold or yellow, and persistent elimination to on. And then you're just going to want to put pick up when receiving from the class selector on class switched. Then for the vending machines, they give you all the OP weapons. Place down a vending machine, and if you want the vending machine to look like that, it just has the screen and not the whole big vending machine. Just go into the settings and scroll down to model and put it to screen only. But you don't really have to do that, it's just up to you. And how you get the weapons in there, you just go to your weapons and get a weapon and then just drop it into the vending machine just like that. So examples of weapons you could use is a minigun, an RPG, the overclock pulse rifle, the explosive goo gun, the mythic goldfish, boogie bombs, the boombox, the junk rift, storm flip, and finally the airstrike. But it's really up to you what weapons you want to put in your secret room. Also guys, I've just placed down a phone booth. I just put this down so you control your friends if you switch skins, so they don't know who's actually got these powers. But obviously you don't have to do this, but I've done it. And guys, you're going to want to place down a mutator zone because you don't want people to shoot or build inside this area. In the settings, so I put the width and depth to 3 and the height is 1, and enable effects are disabled, and allow building and allow weapon fires off. So it encompasses the whole area. Obviously it depends on how big you made your secret room, but I've made it 3x3. Now guys, I'm going to make a button so it will disable the damage multiplier and it will disable the god mode class. So just place down a button, and for the settings I put the interaction time to 1, trigger sound to disabled, and interaction text I put disable effects. And then if you go to the events tab, put on interact, send event to, the damage amplifier power up to clear, so you don't get a damage amplifier anymore. And then for the VFX power up, I put it to clear so you don't glow gold. And then to make them go out of the class, place down another class selector, and make sure when you put class to switch to, make sure it's on no class. And it doesn't really matter any of the other settings. And then put change player to class and resume from the button on interact. So that means they go back to no class, so they don't have the abilities like invincibility and flight and extra movement speed and stuff like that. Now finally guys, we're going to make a button which is going to make them go back to the actual map. So place down a button, it doesn't really matter for the settings, these are the settings I've done with an interaction text saying back. And then you're going to want to go back to your map and then place down a teleporter wherever you want in your map. And for the settings, it's the same as the other teleporter, so teleporter group to group none, teleporter target group to none, teleporter rift visible to no, play visual effects no, play sound effects no, conserve momentum no, and face burn teleporter direction to yes. And then teleport 2 rooms in from the button back on interact. You can rename the button like that, how I've done to button back on interact. And guys, if you want to make the flight speed quicker, because I know it is quite slow by default, go to your island settings and search up FL, and you can see player flight, and you can change the flight speed, and I put it to 5x, which is the fastest you can do. By default it's at 1, and then you can change it to 5, which makes it faster, or whatever you want. Let me know guys in the comments if you want a part 2 to this video, and I can include extra stuff like a bot or a nuke remote. If you guys did enjoy this tutorial, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out some other tutorials on screen now, but thanks for watching the video guys, peace.